I'll wait for a few of y'all to come on in. Oh, goodness. All righty, let's see who's coming in. Hey, how are you? Hey, Kay Thompson. Okay, I see y'all coming in now. It's nice where I'm at, so y'all please excuse the noise. I got the windows open because I had my air on, and it comes across a little loud on the camera. So I just cut on my ceiling fans. Hey, Cashmere. Hey, Naya. Yeah, we got a few things to talk about today. How are all of you today? Okay, that's a new name I had never seen before. Hi, Ashtar. How are you? You have a jewel behind your twins. Hilarious. How's everybody day going today? I see the bots are in here early. Thank you for your support, bots. Hey, Kimberly. Mia, that's a name I've never seen before. Hi, Mia. You said trolls, not bots. Oh, excuse me. I stand corrected. The trolls and bots are in attendance. Excuse me. Don't let me misidentify you. Hey, Amethyst. Hello from Spain. Hi, honey. How are you? Hey, Nikki's World. Juan Manuel tapping in from Spain. I love it. Also, might tapping in from Baton Rouge. I got folks down there. No, sweetheart, this ain't no filter. Okay, we got Puerto Rico tapping in. Hey, honey, how are you? I'm from Detroit, Juan Manuel. I'm in Michigan. Kimberly said, I just woke up. Yeah. No, baby, I don't speak Spanish. Very, very loosely. I know a couple words. Am I Brazilian? Not the last time I checked. All right, let's make you the first person blocked in the chat. Let's get you right up out of here. You must thought you was on an adult site. Hey, Megan. So, y'all, I know if you're in here right now, y'all seen some of the things going on in the media. I already tapped in and did a reading earlier for Kelly Rowland at the Cannes Festival. We can talk about that. Hey, Amaya. Uh-oh. Let's see. We're moving a little fast here. So, do I want to know Spanish? I'm not going to learn it today in the chat, but thank you for offering. Hey, Hunter. How are you, sweetie? Said, did you see Megan and Cardi B and Glow picture after the performance? Said they look a mess. Meg really looked bad, and Glow didn't want to be close to her. Listen, we gonna chat about that because that whole entire situation was awkward, down to the stage performance. Cardi was on one side, Meg was on the other. Every time it seemed like Meg was coming to engage with Cardi, it looked like Cardi was running. Yeah. Who have mercy. Hey, Jasmine C. Say, what's up with Nikki's energy towards Millie? Fill me in, Jasmine. What's happening? I had readings this morning, so I didn't really tap too far into what was going on in social media. What's happening between the two of them? Excuse me, y'all. I got a lash in my eye. Black Girl Maverick. Hey, honey, how are you? Lord, I'm waiting on your answer, Jasmine. This is going to be interesting. Oh, my goodness. So, oh, there we go. Said Barb's being messy again. Someone came on Nikki's station here lying on Millie, throwing her under the bus. Wow. Just people being messy as usual. Um, I don't understand why they would want to do that, whoever that was. It's like Nikki needs the the press just like she needs her fan base, and if it's not an organic beef or anything like that, why would you call something like that? Far as I know, Millie has always been super supportive of Nikki, so I don't get that. Like, that's crazy. Said a mean spirited person or people that don't want to see Millie shine. Well, see, that's how you know you winning. When you're about to level up, you get people that, cut up like that. You see, hello to you too. Says bringing up stuff from years ago that's already been hashed. Wow. Oh, so she's been on station here earlier, speaking very cryptic as usual. I didn't like it. What I got out of it, I didn't like. Oh wow. Said Cardi looked pregnant. She did look a little swole around the stomach. So, I don't know if it's, that time and she's swollen, or if she's swollen because it's a bun in the oven. But it was protruding a bit, which is a little awkward when somebody has on compression wear. Compression wear usually sucks you up, especially here in the midsection. Hey, Sammy said, Nikki doesn't even pay attention to that BS. The biggest thing was between the two Barbs. Said the young Barbs are wild. Hey, it's Lily. So I wanted to show y'all something. Remember I was telling y'all about the smoke and mirrors with the sales in this tour? So they announced that they sold out the garden yesterday, right? And I always tell y'all, especially the ones that DM me over on IG, I always tell you to make sure that the venue makes the announcement, because if the venue doesn't make the announcement, it is not officially sold out. And if Ticketmaster or Live Nation does not say it, it's not officially sold out. Hey, Milan's Mystic Messages. Thank you. Oh, and Milan, that person that was on your page, that is the one that I blocked from this page, the one who was harassing everybody in the chat, believe it or not. So, yeah. So, like I said, if the venue does not say that it's officially sold out, if Ticketmaster or whatnot does not say it's officially sold out, it is not officially sold out. So they're playing semantics, guys, and I want you to understand how and why. So for those of you who don't know, there is an amphitheater, an amphitheater inside of the garden. They did not sell out the garden. The garden has around 20,000, maybe plus seats. They were in the Hulu Theater. The Hulu Theater has 5,500 seats. They sold a substantial amount of tickets in the Hulu Theater that happens to be in the garden, and then they still gave away some tickets. So I want y'all to see this for yourselves. Alrighty. Hopefully the glare doesn't reflect on the screen. I want y'all to see the top of the screen. You see where that says 5,500 seats for the Hulu Theater? Okay? I never tell y'all anything that you can't take to the bank. Now, I'm going to show you the capacity for Madison Square Gardens, the larger venue. Okay? Now, what does that say? 19,500. So, they did not sell out 19,500 seats. They had the Hulu Theater, which was a decent sized crowd. They rented the space that I suggested that they should have been renting in the first place, which are the smaller venues, which will make them more money on the back end. They did not sell out the garden. To sell out the garden, you have to sell out around 20,000 tickets. They had the Hulu Theater, which is at 5,500, and they did not completely sell out the Hulu Theater. There were patches on the side and up at the top that were empty. Not behind the backdrop where, you have everything set up for the performance, but the side peripheral, okay? Did they have a good crowd? Yes, they did. But did they do what they said they did? No. So this is what I mean by the smoke and mirrors. Let me go back through the comments. So Vaughn, I hope you are a bot. Either way, you trolling me, talking about do I need kids? Oh my gosh. Amaya Sanders says, Live Nation hasn't said anything about that tour once. Millie called it Rag City. Listen, Millie didn't misguide y'all. See, Sammy says she was telling the Barbs on Station Head to touch grass basically because they kept saying that the fan base is divided, and said that most Barbs are grown and not even engaging in online drama. Okay. Hey, Angel the Babe, how are you? Hey, Jamaican Rose. Every time you say good morning, it throws me off. I forget you're across the pond. Good morning. Grand rising to you. Said, hope you are well. I caught another live. It's my birthday today. Oh, happy birthday. Many blessings to you. Happy birthday, sweetie. Megan, hold on. Who is Junior? Wait a minute. Did Junior get deleted already? Oh yeah, hurry up and get Junior out of here, because that's one thing we're not gonna do. We will not be doing slurs in the chat. Bots usually don't do slurs. That's got to be somebody who's trolling for real. Let's ban that person indefinitely from the channel. Since we can't run down on them and bop them a couple of times, let's get them out of here. I said I was cackling. You really did read Gail's wig. Yes, I did. Y'all asked me to do the reading from Gail's wig. It should be uploaded by now. It only had a few minutes left. If it's not, it's going to be uploaded before we get out of here. But yes, I did the reading from Gail's wig so we could pull what was going on up here. Said Miss Angel, we were picking up on the same energy between Cardi and Megan. You can tell they don't look 100% comfortable on stage together. No, they do not. Like, I mean, literally, like, if we'll take these two lip glosses. Like, let's say this is Cardi. Here's Meg over here. Every time Meg came over, Cardi was this way, that way. Baby, Cardi made sure that they did not spend too much time next to each other. Even when she did her walkout from the back. In her social media, she's showing her and Glow together. She's not showing her and Megan together until the very end of the show where they had that picture on the couch. Said, I feel like Cardi can't trust her anymore. I feel like Cardi should have never came out and did the show. If the both of you were going back and forth, she just told you your time is up. You just said whatever you said in the last two songs you did. Ain't no way I would have came out to help her sell a bean pie, let alone seats. So I want to know who made that call and what was the arrangement to get Cardi on that show. Also, if I was Cardi, I wouldn't be on that wannabe remix. I would, check to see what other songs Glow has, and I would have got on another one of Glow's songs. Now, I don't know if all of y'all know, but Glow just dropped another song in a video this week. I think it's called High or Get High. But she did a whole video where she's advertising a dispensary. She got Snoop Dogg in the video as a cameo, which is a great look for her, especially to be dropping content while she's on tour. So to me, the one who's really the silent winner in this whole entire thing is Glow. Now, I want to see how Glow uses this to her advantage, because here it is. You've got two people who are considered heavyweights vying for you so that they can use you to level up. One is not selling tickets without you. You just did a song with her that y'all are performing on this tour. It did well with the views on YouTube. Tomorrow, too, I want to say the views are around like, what, 212 million? So I could see her doing another song with Cardi. If I was Cardi, it just wouldn't have been that one. Said Armand went on Spaces last night also, and it was interesting. Baby, I got to keep up with these apps. I don't know if these are bots or trolls, but your name is Candy Liquor. That's hilarious. Cashmere says Cardi was more comfortable with Glow. Absolutely. You could tell that's who she really came out for. But I wouldn't have came out and done that show. Not with the tension they got going on between them. That unfortunately, her coming out to help them sell those seats and her getting the press off of it. I know they felt like it was like a ladies first type moment where it was good for women in hip hop. But in all actuality, it's like, Megan made you her bitch by you coming out on the stage with her. Give me a second, y'all. I forgot to light my candles. So this is going to be awkward, if they want them to perform that song together, all three of them, the remix, and they already have a awkward chemistry on the stage. Hold on. Excuse me, y'all. There we go. What is going on with this stand? Sorry, everybody. Give me 1 second. I don't know why this thing keeps moving like that. Oh well. Says the GP has clocked that they really don't like each other, but it doesn't benefit them to have a very public beef. Neither of their brands can handle that. I agree to a certain extent, but I think that Cardi threw her leverage away when she came out on that stage, because now it's like, what do you say if this backfires on you and you come out, on this stage, and you can't go back on that now. Especially when somebody is saying, your time is up, why you still here, why you ain't clocking out. And, people already are thinking that you're too intimidated to drop an album. And then you let somebody come at you like that, and then you come on this stage like nothing happened. That to me was not a good look for Cardi's brand. Said Armand still thinks that Meg got Pow Pow by Tory. I was like, okay. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Naya says Cop Nation. Said Cardi's fans, the only reason the song might do anything. Well, I will say Glow has a fan base, because I don't think this tour will be doing as well without Glow. So Cardi will turn it up a notch for sure. Absolutely. But the two that actually have the most selling power right now as far as their brand is actually Glow and Cardi. So when you look at, you've got Meg and Cardi that did WAP. WAP did crazy numbers globally. And then you have Cardi that, lended her brand to Glow for Tomorrow 2, which did crazy numbers. Now, Cardi jumps on this remix. It's definitely going to turn it up. But what Cardi needs to do is take that same energy and funnel it into herself. I would have much rather offered Glow the opportunity to be on my new album than to jump on this song, knowing that you and this girl been slinging insults at each other for the last few weeks. Let's see, definitely Rock Nation. Cardi about to drop. She would be too scared to go against Jay-Z out of fear of being sabotaged. Sammy, that's a good point. Says she should do the remix and diss the hell out of Megan. Baby, that would be funny as hell. Said yesterday just showed that Cardi doesn't got nothing going on for herself. That's the way it appears. That's why if I was her, I wouldn't have done it. But Maya says Cardi letting Megan bring her out was nasty work. That girl is here to take her spot, and she just cheesing for the camera. Yeah, she literally said that she taking people's spots. So, when y'all done set up here, like I said, slinging insults, hurling insults at each other for the last couple months, and then you let her bring you out on the stage in her own way, she sunned you. Even though Cardi was there for Glorilla, Meg sunned her by even having her in the building. Yeah, Armand saw right through the BS and people mad as usual. LOL. I said, do you think Cardi knows about the alleged situation between Offset and Meg, or she just hasn't found out yet and she's just playing nice? I don't know how nice I could play in a situation like that. To play nice in a situation like that, it's like, what do you have to lose? You got to have a lot to lose to smile in somebody's face like that when it's like we know she can't afford to catch another case because she's still dealing with that case with Jade. He's still out and about with Jade, which is so disrespectful. I mean, out of everybody, the woman that your wife caught a case over. And then here it is. This album hasn't dropped yet. Atlantic is finally saying that they could drop the album, but it's yeah, like one of you ladies just said, this is nasty work. They couldn't have gotten me to do it. I don't care what the deal is. Mm-mm. I would have just went in the studio and made the push to drop my own stuff and work with Glow people to drop another song with her. This time it would have been on my project. Said Woody said that everything was going good for Megan until the Tory Lanez powing, even that she was dropping music, but nobody wanted to do music with her anymore. Um, I feel like what he's leaving out is a lot of the people who didn't want to do music with her anymore is because of the secret conversations behind the scenes. And the streets have a description of what happened versus what was in the media, and people didn't want any parts of it. Hey, Pure Melanin. So I think that line was for Nikki. Um, let's see, which line was for Nikki? Oh, talking about that your time is up. Um, it could have been, but I think it was for both of them because at this time, you know, it's more out of place for Nikki than it is for Cardi because Nikki has dropped her album. Nikki's on a world tour that's breaking records. Cardi is the one that's been stalling. So it would seem like, that would more so hit harder for Cardi, but it could have been both. Let's see, the AG in Tory's case requested more time to respond to the appeal. Yeah, Cashmere, I seen that. I've been telling y'all that if it's red tape, don't be surprised. It may drag out a little longer because people's careers are on the line. So it's a double-edged sword because it gives Tory's defense more time to collect and vet evidence. So it works out on the back end. Said, wait, is Cardi going to be permanent on this tour now? No. I believe they just brought her out because that's her hometown. So Cardi looked like the third wheel. Um, I think Cardi and Meg more so looked like they were the costumes had them congealed, but Glow just they whoever dressed in Glow got her looking like a tag along. She don't look like she's on a major tour. She looked like she, performing down to, the Free Before 10. They got to step up Glow's wardrobe. And I'm not saying that it's got to be, thotty type stripper wear, but it needs to be, more zhuzhed up for the stage, for the big stage. Said, I'm so sick of seeing Henny turn around to always show her back in. Sheesh. Oh, man. Hey, Alicia Stevens. Said the AG wants to wait until the tour is over. I mean, that's a possibility because, I mean, if you pay attention to the lives that are happening after the show, there's a lot of drinking going on, and Glow needs to be careful with that because she just caught that alcohol case, that DUI case. So she doesn't need to be on this tour partaking because her case is fresh, is new, and they may have postponed her case until this tour is over, and then she still got to go before the judge. And the last thing you want to do is go before the judge, and the judge got like 30 something videos of you doing shots. Yeah, I said the AG requested 30 more days because the tour will be over after June the 28th. Let's see. Hey, The Journey said the whole Cardi pop-up seemed like a last-minute decision because it was all over the place and that backtrack was eating Cardi up. I agree. It didn't look like it was rehearsed in sound check. Nothing about the performance for me felt congealed. Their whole vibe on the stage was off. They look like, coworkers that don't like each other, but they both afraid to get fired, so they got to do what they got to do. It just didn't feel like a genuine performance. Said, wait, Cardi came out and didn't sell out. Well, baby, it's not Cardi's show. So, like The Journey said, it was very last second. Cardi was not supposed to be a part of this show. It was a last second addition that turned out to, be something for the fans because this is Cardi's hometown. But it's just sad that they kept reporting that this was sold out, and like the first hour of the show, they were still talking about seats that were available, and they were still giving away tickets, guys. I said both Meg and Glow wardrobe for the tour look cheap. I think that Meg is trying to invest more money now that she's heard the chatter in social media. But that big curly wig, it's time to it's time to set that down and put it in the luggage somewhere because I don't know if it's because she lost weight, but it seems to be too big, like it's eating her up. So I don't know if anybody has put mousse in it to make it more defined, but it just seems to be swallowing her up. It's actually taken away from her. Would you say the sympathy wig? I'm done. Oh, baby, you ain't. We just getting started. Say Glow balanced the vibe out when she got on. I agree. You could tell Cardi felt more comfortable in the presence of Glow, and Megan was more comfortable in the presence of Glow. So it seemed to, I'm not gonna say it completely balanced out, but Glow was the glue that put it together. Now, if I was Glow, because if Glow, if somebody on her team is smart, they need to acknowledge what her position is, because both of these women somehow, some way are attaching themselves to Glow so that they can trend right now. And being that she's the underdog, she's really coming out winning in this situation because this tour did not sell without her, and Cardi is looking for ways to trend so that she can get interest going for this next album. So if I was Glow, I would take this as an opportunity to come back next year to do my own tour. Yeah, I might have to close this window to keep riding by playing music because I ain't about to get a strike for somebody's car riding by. Hold on, give me a second. Alrighty. Yeah, so Glow needs to take the opportunity to build her brand off of this. So next year she can come back out with her own tour. I think that if she did a tour where she did smaller venues like the theaters, like 3 to 5 thousand seats, and she could even bring out her girls, like, Glow and Friends, where, all the girls that came up with her out of Memphis that all rap, like she could have them open for her, and I think that would sell. That would do pretty well for Glow, especially now, her going overseas with Megan, that opens other people up to her fan base and her sound. So now, you know, if Cardi does do a tour, Cardi can bring Glow out to open for her, and Glow, at this point you can't lose. Said Meg needs a ponytail. I know she need to get rid of that wig. That wig need to take a break. It just seems like it's either it's too boofy, it's too big, or they need to get some kind of like argan oil and keratin treatment on it, and run some mousse through it so the curls are more defined. Said Henny's trying to make people think that wig is her hair. I mean, it's hers because she purchased it. We'll give her that. Yeah, said she gonna go on her own tour. I mean, after this, why not? Glow's got, her numbers are up with her engagement. She's building her fan base. I hope that she does it in the way to where she does it in the smaller venues and then goes up, because that's less overhead and more money for her. And at this point, once she does this tour, and if Cardi eventually does a tour and she takes her with her, Glow would do good opening, having other artists open for her and doing a tour. She just, do it on a smaller scale and it'd be successful. I mean, look at JT. JT just performed, I think, down in the Bahamas, and that show looked lit. And she, went through the smaller venues, and she's building her brand up to do the bigger shows now. So what's going to be her second tour if she does that? Said a Cardi and Glow tour would have made much more sense than Meg and Glow. I agree. Milan's Mystic Messages. I totally agree. It's more compatible, and I don't believe that Cardi would have her come out to open for her just to do 2 songs dressed in an outfit that looked like she was on her way to Burlington Coat Factory. What y'all say about Double Dutch? I must have missed that one. Said, hold on. Said Cardi isn't as slow as she may seem, but it's like she doesn't even see Meg tries to override everything she does. I think right now what Cardi doing is the overlay for the underplay, because I know the energy that I pulled and the energy that you pulled is very, very, very strong. And there is tension between them. Like, y'all, if y'all could see what we saw, the tension between them it's like, it's surprising that she didn't swing on her. Real talk. It's surprising that she didn't swing on her. But I understood why when she put up her social media feed, she only showed her and Glow together. She didn't show her and Megan together until they showed that group picture on the couch. Said, is Akbar still going to show up? and beat Glow up at the concert. I would hope not. I would hope not. Oh my gosh. So yes, JT is out there looking great. You could tell that she took Nikki's advice at some point. Yeah, that show in the Bahamas looked great. And the engagement from the crowd, they were eating it up. They didn't look lost. They were singing right along with her. Every time she got to that chorus and she said okay, the crowd, you could hear the crowd singing the chorus. Said I could see Lotto bringing Glow out too if she comes with something new. Actually, Glow's numbers are higher than Lotto's. So I mean, if Glow was to go and work with Lotto, I mean it'd be cool off the love. But Glow's engagement and her numbers are higher than Lotto's. Hey Ivory. Yeah, I said Cardi's playing the long game. Yeah, she better than me though. I wouldn't have been at that show. You couldn't have drugged me out of my bed and woke me up on the stage. So my thing is, what was the ticket? What did you pay Cardi to come out on that stage? Because y'all know Cardi can be petty. Cardi probably looked at whatever it was gonna cost you, to. She looked at what you stood to earn if you sold out, and she probably charged you to the point that you didn't earn nothing. Oh my goodness. So it's that constant bouncing side to side on her feet when she's rapping like she's about to jump right in. Said no Akbar over there talking about ninjas. Yeah, I would hope Akbar don't run up and do nothing crazy. Said I don't know. Glow sales could be going up if her EP or mixtape or whatever is the thing. everything did not do well in pure sales. Um, yeah, her pure sales could be better, but her numbers in social media, her engagement in her streams, she's doing well there. So when you do well there, that's enough for promoters to book you and bring you out because they know people will show up to the club. So to be honest, I think Cardi peeped the game and realized that she was used in the industry, and that's why she says she's tired of beefing. And it's been 6 years. She's seen how the industry really pushed you out. Lincoln, my day went well. Thank you for asking. LOL said Cardi gonna get her coins. Oh, she definitely got her coins to come out on that stage. That's why I said what was the ticket to get her out there. Said maybe Cardi just wanted a little clout since nobody's talking about her single. She needs some good press. She don't need press that damn bad. No, ma'am. She don't need press that bad. I think that she came on behalf of Glorilla and she took advantage of the opportunity just to possibly rub it in Megan's face, but it doesn't come off that way publicly. So they definitely don't have the friendly vibe. I'm sure that it took some coin to get Cardi up and moving. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's weird, y'all, because the engagement with the crowd when they perform, is it just me or y'all tell me, do y'all see that the crowd feels a little lackluster? Like, certain songs you would expect everybody to be on their feet and you would expect the crowd to be loud. Her crowd seems to be disengaged for the majority of the show. And that just seems real weird to me. So I want to tap in because Mystic, you asked a very interesting question. If Cardi actually knows what's going on. And I feel like we should be nosy and see a little bit almost. So everybody's saying that Meg sold out Madison Square Garden, but I don't think it's the arena. Taryn, we just talked about that. I showed everybody the difference. They weren't in the arena part. They were in the Hulu theater. The Hulu theater is 5,500 seats. The Garden is around 1,900. 19,500 seats. So no, they did not sell out the Garden. They sold the majority of the seats in the Hulu arena. They sold a good amount. And they still had tickets that were up for sale when they went on stage. So no, they did not. Yes, at every single show so far seems dead silent. The crowd definitely was given free tickets to fill up the seats. The concert seems boring to me from the clips. I don't know how many of you saw the write-up that the Chicago Tribune did, but they said that the show was lackluster, and I'm like, ouch, that's not good when the newspaper comes out to view your show, and they said that is kind of, so-so. Hey, Queen Gigi. No, you're not late, baby. We're just not tapping in. We've been in here just kicking it for a minute. Angel, spirit guides, and ancestors, show me the energy between Cardi and Meg. Does Cardi know about any inappropriate activity? Does Cardi know about any inappropriate activity? Now, my cards were sticking, but I'm going to show you this. Uh-oh. Hold on. Because I know this means something. They were sticking. This card felt like it was about to stab me in the hand. The Ten of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is a card of flirting, okay? Now to all my intuitives, you see this? Two of Cups, Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Six Cups. That tells me that there is some argumentative or aggressive energy attached between the two of them that, is like throwback energy. This comes from the past. See this bottom of the deck, the Lovers? Hey, Miss LaDon. Okay, so Six of Wands, Four of Wands, y'all. Forward movement towards victory, or somebody moved forward successfully or made a move on someone's Four of Wands. Four of Wands, if you're looking at angel numbers, that's 1111. That's twin flame and soulmate energy. We already got the Two of Cups on the table with the Five of Wands. So this shows me that she is very well aware of something. She's not in the dark. So that is crazy. The same type of cards keep coming out between them. Yes. Yes. Over and over again. So when that Six of Cups showed up and it was hard for me to shuffle, that means that it was hard for her to go out and do that performance because she know what it is. But she made sure. Remember I showed y'all that Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords that was sticking out the side of the deck? That means you gonna pay me for the betrayal. I'm a charge and I'm a add tax. No, baby, you didn't miss too much. We just started to tap into the energy between Meg and Cardi. And Milan's Mystic Messages wanted to know if Cardi knows that there's some, some kind of off energy between Megan and Offset. So we've got the Two of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So I will definitely say that she knows for sure that something is going on. She is one of those types that will nuck if you buck, but she decided to charge her. I'm going to tax you. I'm going to make you pay everything you worth, everything you got. You're going to have to pay me and add tax just to be in my face since you want to play. Look at this. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands, which is actually Sagittarius or a fire sign. We've got the Eight of Swords, which means locked in and stuck in a relationship that is toxic. So right now she can't leave if she wanted to. And this is causing heavy anxiety. Nine of Swords. Yep, she can't leave if she wanted to. It's a lot invested in this. Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. She don't mess with her. She pulled up to get the bag and the bag only. Y'all, this is crazy. And I know that I'm not the only reader that pulled this. Milan Mystic Messages, you pulled this. Intuitives are pulling this energy, y'all. These two don't get along for real. Yeah, she does feel stuck. Eight of Swords, the Devil, and King of Wands. It's like she's stuck with him. She can't leave this situation no matter how toxic it is because it's profitable and there's a lot tied up in it. Said Cardi is good with the poker face. That's for sure. Wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Her poker face better than mine. I couldn't have done it. But it made sense when I saw them performing bongos. And Cardi's all the way on this side of the stage and Meg's over here. And then when Meg came over to get next to her on the stage, Cardi was like, pew. Yeah, I don't know who this is that is trolling me. I'm not even reading that out loud, but it's still funny. Hold on, I said, wait, did Cardi go on stage with Meg? Where's the, where they, Cardi came out to perform 2 songs with Meg and then a song with Glow at the New York performance. Said, hey, good for Cardi. She can afford more surgery if she wants to now. Oh my God, y'all are funny. Said the Journey. Said it's heavy talk that Cardi is pregos and a video showing her last night opting to drink water rather than alcohol when they went out last night. Well, like I said earlier, her stomach does look full, which seems kind of odd. Kind of odd in a corset. Usually when you have on compression wear, it sucks up everything up here. I can understand more so the fupa, but it was full in this area. So if she is pregnant, she looks to be about like maybe 3 months. And that's the last thing that she wants to tell the label right now, because they will definitely be done with her baby number 3, no album, and you still haven't toured. That's a terrible look from a business standpoint. She might as well start a reality show at this point. Yep, Miss LaDon, they came out last night at the Hulu Theater inside of Madison Square Gardens, where they tried to make us believe they sold out the garden. They did not. They had a show inside the garden at the Hulu Theater. Said, I wonder if Glow could feel the tension on stage. I bet you she could. If we could see it, I know she felt it. Oh my goodness. Uh, Thank you for deleting those for me. Whoever is deleting those, thank you. What must be it said must be awkward to see her bestie and her cousin fighting. If she want to call her bestie, she better stick with Gloss. Gloss, her real friend. And I think Gloss just dropped her EP, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, from what I see, she is very well aware. She knows that this is something that happened in the past, and I said it before I even touched the cards. I feel like Cardi put tax on her so high that it practically took the majority of her profits to get her out there on that stage. I don't feel like, I'm not getting the energy that she charged Glow. I feel like she came out and performed with Glow for the love, but she made Henny pay. Thank you for deleting the milk jug comments. This said, did you ever read on if it really, how was it, if it really feels about Henny? Is that supposed to be like Bay? Bay really feels about Henny. I honestly don't think she really likes her. If you're talking about Joanne, no. No, she doesn't. No. Riverflow and Trucking TV. Well, hello, how are you? Let's see, what am I missing here? Cardi and Meg should take it to the ring at this point. That'll sell out arenas for sure, no doubt. If it don't sell out an arena, they can definitely make it pay-per-view and charge people entry, and that will not only give everybody content, you get a lot of people that will log in to see them slug at each other. So yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, so Cardi was like, F you, pay me. Yep. BB said she said it's $1 million to get her out the house. I'm telling you, she taxed her and then she added interest on the tax. Said a while back I heard that a couple of people said that Bay and Jay are going to be in a plane and never come back. Um, the way things are going, sweetheart, I would not be surprised. It's a lot happening. Said the fact that I haven't heard anything from Philly blogs yet since she's performed here tonight. That's right. I was told that she's in Philly tonight. Well, see, here's the interesting thing. There was no talk on the street about her performing here in Detroit. And y'all, it was more turned outside in Detroit than it was in the concert. You had the street performers outside on Woodward in front of the arena, and everybody was, twerking in front of the arena, having them a good damn time. It was more lit outside than it was in the show. So off topic, hold on. Off topic, I was watching another reader 2 days ago after the footage of Cassie and Diddy came out, and she channeled Kim Porter and said that she was angry with Cassie. Well, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes with females, they feel like as long as they're on top, they're winning. It doesn't matter how the other one is treated until, it's their turn. I feel bad for anybody that was ever connected to him. Let's see. Henny only brought Cardi out because she knows that people are going to say they don't like each other. Everything is smoke and mirrors with her. Listen, I told y'all this whole tour was smoke and mirrors. That's what it should have been called. Because they trying to trick people into believing that this is a full arena tour, and it's not. You got some arenas and then some theater shows. It's literally mixed and matched in with each other. Okay, let's get you out of here. So, also, the Kelly Rowland situation. Y'all, why that lady try Kelly like that? Did you see Meek Mill's unfollowed the Diddler? Yes, I had that sent to me multiple times in my DM, and my response was he lost his girlfriend and his boyfriend in the same week. I definitely saw that. Listen, I'll let them troll until they get to a certain point. You get too ridiculous, you gotta go. Yes, the trolls are quite thirsty today. She said Cassie was the one who told Diddy Kim was writing the tell-all book. Do you think that's true? She said Cassie snitched and didn't have to. I won't write it out. Unfortunately, that cost her her life. We can tap into that. Let's see, what deck am I going to use? Alrighty, did Cassie snitch on Kim Porter? Wow, y'all. Queen of Swords, the Hierophant. Queen of Swords in the upright is a truth teller, someone that could be sharp with their words. Hierophant in an industry reading is the powers that be, the ultimate authority. Hi, Kaya X, or was it Kia X? Yeah, that blew me away. Why would you do that? So we've got the Knight of Cups that's going to talk to somebody with the offer in secret. The Moon, y'all, Death, Ten of Swords. She put the nail in Kim's coffin, y'all. Unfortunately. Said, I saw the same reader. She said, Kim don't mess with Cassie, and she thinks Cassie stayed for the money the whole time and could have gotten out but couldn't leave the lifestyle. Well, here's the thing. The same could be said for Kim at a certain point in time. I think it's more so Stockholm syndrome. When you get abused and you go through so much, sometimes you just don't have the self-esteem to even know your worth anymore. And this is not a broke man that can run you down. This is a man of many means that is owed many favors. So even towards the end, Kim wasn't completely away from him because he still controlled the way she moved. It was just unfortunate for everybody that was involved with him. Yeah, so they said Young Miami followed Diddy. That's what I was just saying. Publicly, he lost his boyfriend and his girlfriend in the same week. Young Miami, professionally, she's done. So her unfollowing Diddy after how she spoke to Gina Hunn, who cares about an unfollow when you told another woman that you would have that man make her get down on her knees? You couldn't care too much about him beating on a woman if you'll tell another woman that you'll make this man abuse her for your favor. No, ma'am. Said and she was spotted hanging out with her baby daddy Southside. Well, I mean, hey, if you got a rebound, you got a rebound. But if I was Southside, I wouldn't want to be seen with her right now. So, damn. I still want to see, like, why? Why did you... So we've got the Eight of Cups here. That's showing that, you know, because of the betrayal, you know, somebody walking away from a relationship. And this was a hangman that's attached to the Queen of Swords. You got Six of Coins, Ace of Coins, Three of Cups. I mean, it definitely feels like she wanted to solidify her place. But, I mean, was it worth going through all of this, though? This is messed up. Said she was trying to do damage control. No, this ain't just damage control. She was trying to lock in her position as, you know, being on top. Did you say that it's a nail in Kim's coffin? Yeah. He saw this as the ultimate betrayal, decided to walk away from her, and it's attached to death and the Ten of Swords, which ends up becoming the hangman. He could not let this affect his money. Hey, Terry Ellis. Say, could you tap into, did Diddy do something to Nikki when he managed her, or did she see something? I believe she saw something, and I picked up on that energy when she did the live with her and Soulja Boy. And she was asking Soulja Boy, did he know about, you know, the guys in the industry who was messing with guys, and Soulja Boy was very uncomfortable. And he was like, nah, queen, nah, queen. Like, he didn't even want to touch that subject. So I think she was hinting then on something that she saw, something that she knew. Because you got to think, he managed her, and then she went without a manager for 3 years. And then next thing you know, you got Meek over here at Rock Nation, and then Meek ends up with Diddy. So how in the world is everybody who somehow, some way turning on Nicki picking up Meek? You can get a reading from me if you email me at angelkissestheoracle@gmail.com. When you email me, we'll set it up. I don't do personals on the live because my personals get very in depth. Yeah, so when two readers get the same information, that's how you know it's true. Yeah, because I don't even know who the other reader is, but I'm seeing that she definitely said something that it's like she, Knight of Cups. This is somebody that she brought an offer to, somebody that she was involved with, somebody that she brought this offer to in secret, because you got the moon here, and then you got death, which is an ending that brought a new beginning, attached to a betrayal, Ten of Swords. And this is why this person walked away from this relationship, Eight of Cups, and it became a hangman due to what was said by the Queen of Swords. Hey, Cass Tarot, much love to you, sweetie. Asha, you're welcome, sweetie. Let me get you out of here. What the hell is going on with the trolls? Is everybody in heat? Said Beyond the Veil on YouTube. Okay. I think I've seen Beyond the Veil before. That's the one she does real estate, right? Thank you, Nisi. Taryn is Beyond the Veil the one that does real estate, like the one that she from time to time she'll wear a wig with the part in the center. Okay, yeah, she's a gifted reader. You said you tried to block them too. Lord have mercy. Said, I wonder, is Faith Evans going to speak out or stay silent? She gonna stay silent because it's things that's attached to her ex-husband that's also attached to Puffy too. I mean, you got to think about, she married Stevie J, which was her husband's friend and her son's godfather. That's a bit odd for me. So do you think Kim Porter's case will get reopened? From what I heard, I believe they already were reopening it. Um, I hope I'm not mishearing that, but I believe they were. The original um, ME that did her autopsy, he's no longer with us, and then they had somebody else do her autopsy. So I think they're going back over it to check what the original ME said. Said my friend's nephew visited Atlanta and said that he attended the Soldier Boy party and he definitely slept with guys there. He was said he was trans. Oh, oh. I'm gonna say allegedly for all YouTube intents and purposes, but damn. You know what? I don't put much past the industry, y'all. Listen, you go to those industry parties and it's like, if you could see modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, absolutely. Hollywood parties are nothing like going to regular parties. Industry parties, you got to know who you going to a party for in the industry before you go, or you going to walk in and feel like you need to wash your eyes. Hey, Empress Fee. Hey, Angie. I'm not I'm not even saying that name. Said it seems like everyone is freaked out in the industry. Yeah. Everybody business about to be in the street. The only people in the industry that aren't worried right now are people who ain't got nothing to hide. And that's more so the people who, have created their own brands and they kind of stay out the way, like a Cat Williams, a Lou Nail. Um, I find it interesting that they put so much emphasis into talking about Tyler Perry's studio, but you had Michael Jai White that had a studio. You had Robert Townsend had his own production company and studio. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but the one who played the father on Sister Sister, he had his. So it's been others, and they just make it seem like he's the only one. And of course, 50 just opened his down in Shreveport. Hasn't been a big takedown in the industry, I ever think. Um, Not widespread, not like what they're about to do. Um, there's been multiple people who've been arrested for being, how can I say this? Because YouTube be playing with us. Carnally inappropriate. There's been a few of those, and they've been locked up, and then they kind of quiet the stories and keep it hush hush and don't talk about it, and you just happen to realize a few years later, like, damn, I haven't seen such and such. Where have they been? And they've been locked up. Said Diddy is the first domino. He's the first domino to fall. Jay and Drake better be next. Birdman 2 for kissing Wayne. It still amazes me how the Birdman and Wayne thing just was so public, and everybody just, shocked or not, just looked the other way. Because a lot of times when he was kissing Wayne, Wayne was a minor. He was still a teenager. Said it's too funny how Joanne and Jay are quiet as church mouse. Hey, Cupid's bow, how are you? I mean, right now, it probably would be best for them to be quiet. Jay just had a security breach with an app that he has that allows minors 13 and older to log on to his app, and they released a lot of these people's private information. Pretty much everything that the government said they were afraid that TikTok was going to do just happened with Jay's app. So they've got to go before, the FCC, the Trades Commission. Joanne got a tax lien and missed the court date, so now she's got to go to court by July for back taxes. And it's like how is this happening? Said, wonder if T.I. and Tiny will get roped back up. T.I. is trying to keep his son out of issues with some real street stuff down in Miami. His son that went down there and bit off more than he can chew. Hey, Sensual Sassy, how are you, sweetie? I'm good. Said one of my best friends went to an industry party and he seen some crazy stuff. He said the industry, baby, listen. Yeah, said the industry is crazy. Just remember, it's Wednesday, yay. Listen, I'm telling you, my first industry party I went to as a teenager, and I wasn't in that house 5 minutes and thought I was going to jail because I seen more snow in that house on all them tables than I could have ever seen on a ski slope. And, it made me nervous. And then I realized, oh, this how they get down. And like I told everybody 2 lives ago, Cat Williams ain't never lied. If the door is closed, do not open it. Just assume that the doorknob is hot, leave it closed. Ain't no telling what the hell you gonna see you open the door. Said, I hear Joanne might be going on a world tour very soon, Cowboy Carter, which I definitely don't care about. She is. The first show is supposed to be in Australia. I don't know if it's Sydney or Melbourne. I want to say it's Sydney, Australia, and the arena holds 100,000 seats. And she gonna have to perform way more than Cowboy Carter to fill those 100,000 seats, because those people aren't gonna come out for that album. They're gonna want to hear a full body of work. Said the album wasn't that great or revolutionary as they were trying to make it seem. For me, it felt rushed. I think they should have took more time to actually get the element of the album locked in. It felt a little all over the place, because at times it's like, okay, is this hip hop? Is this country? And don't get me wrong, they got trap country, but you could still feel the country influence on it. I think, for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but I think it would have been a good look if she had K. Michelle on that album. Because K. Michelle really is, making waves in country right now. Said, bit off more than he can chew, laugh out loud. With his huge mouth, took a bite, big old bite. Hey, Brea, how are you, sweetie? Bria, excuse me. Who the hell is your granny? Let me get you out of here before I cuss you out. Just walk you right on out. Said, oh, I forgot to ask you last time, how did Kendrick feel about Kanye making the Like That remix disc? It completely got ignored by Kenny and Drake, LOL. Nobody replied. Um, he feels like Kanye is good for being Kanye, but it wasn't necessary to reply because it's one of those things to where they kind of just write Kanye off as like the kooky uncle. So anything y'all want me to tap into? I still gotta do a couple more of the deactivation season readings. I want to tap in with Diddy and the ex model who's suing him for assault. I want to say I did a Tiffany Red reading, but I don't know if I did one in relation to Diddy. I'm gonna have to check and see. Kanye said, "Hey, Dot, I got you," and dissed Drake, but Drake never even responded. Maybe he didn't want the smoke. Oh, I definitely don't think he wanted the smoke. Because one thing about Kanye is when Kanye get in his bag, Drake couldn't do nothing with him. But what I don't think Drake expected was that K Dot was gonna come out the way he did, like a crop duster, and literally spread that energy across the world. I don't think either one of them seen that it was going to get that big. They knew it was going to be global because this was going on for so many years, but the way that it turned out, like this is going to go down as one of the biggest disses of all time. Y'all, it's senior citizens singing this. I can't go to the grocery store up the street without hearing this in the grocery store. Y'all know they usually play relaxing, soothing music in the grocery store. They bopping at the grocery store up the street by my house. Said, can we tap into the producer Diplo abusing black girls and move into places where he won't get in much trouble? Interesting. I've been hearing that rumor about Diplo for a minute, so yeah, we can tap into that. Said, I heard there's a rumor that Not Like Us might be having a music video or remix. I heard about the remix, and if that rumor is true about the remix, oh my God. That's gonna be like hit 'em up on steroids because they're adding all the big heavyweights of the West Coast on that remix. If that rumor is true, do you think Farnsworth Bentley will speak? Um, I think he's in a different place now because he's married, he has children. I don't think he's gonna speak unless he's forced to come into court. Why did the prosecution ask for an extension in the Tory case? Off topic, just wondering. Sam V, I've been telling y'all for the longest it's going to be red tape. And if it's red tape, don't let it shake you because they have to do everything that they possibly can to do it right this time because people can lose their jobs and be disbarred. Said, I wonder what Drake is doing this weekend, preparing to dodge cases. Probably, hell, he probably getting his nails done and making sure his hair is pretty. Can you tap into if Drake is messing with dogs? Ooh, I don't even know if I want to tap into that because that is absolutely disgusting. I noticed that after that accusation came up, and one of you ladies had mentioned Anubis, and a couple of lives back, I realized that Drake has several videos. Like there was one in particular where he was on like this lift elevator, like a cargo elevator, and he had dogs with him in the elevator. And the first thing my mind went to was like, eh. Like we might need to get you away from the pets. Said my grandmother's old folks home was playing Kendrick. Lord have mercy. See what I'm talking about? This song made it to all types of places that we thought it was never supposed to be. Let's get your dumb ass out of here too. Hide you from the channel. Alrighty. What was I supposed to be tapping into? Because I just lost my train of thought with that stupid comment I just blocked. Okay, Diplo. There we go. Said. Also, there was someone on Twitter, Ebony Prince, doing all the riddles and saying they got info on Drake. Well, see, Ebony Prince is the one who sent that alleged video to DJ Academics, and it's said that that video came off of a laptop, like the picture with the Ozempic prescription and all of that. They're saying that that all was stuff that was left behind in the hotel room that Drake had once stayed in, and it stayed in Lost and Found until it expired. The Lost and Found time expired, and it was time to throw it out. And they came across this laptop, and that video and other things were on the laptop. Said last thing they want to do is be in the Five of Pentacles. They would have to be careful. Well, Drake's energy was the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, so it was worse than the Five of Pentacles, meaning that he possibly could be flat broke. And I kept seeing the energy of like the Ten of Pentacles in reverse to the Two of Pentacles, which showed me it was issues with gambling. Can you tap into seeing if there is an update on Henny's cameraman? Oh, Emilio Cucci. I'll get to that after Diplo. Alrighty, angels and spirit guides of the highest heavenly order, show me the energy around Diplo and these accusations about him and the young black girls. Before I even get started, y'all, Diplo was also working with Partisan Fontaine's current girlfriend, Jada Kingdom, while Jada was with the last guy she was with, Verse Simmons. So this is about to get interesting. Tap me into the energy around Diplo. Where my intuitives at? Ace of Swords, King of Wands, bottom of the deck, the World. Y'all see this? Ace of Swords represents the truth. King of Wands is someone who can be flamboyant and get around. Also, this is somebody who takes action or possibly, allegedly, you know, is friendly with their wand. The World, the end of a cycle. So the truth could be coming out about him being out here wielding his wand, and it can bring an end to him. Oh yeah. High Priestess. High Priestess comes out. There's a lot of hidden knowledge. And this is why he's coming up with new actions and ideas on how to move forward to maintain his stability. Ooh, sugar honey iced tea. Y'all see this? Ace of Pentacles to Five of Pentacles. This is literally going from sugar to shit once the truth comes out, if it comes out. Now, I'm going to have to say allegedly because nothing has been proven yet. But what this is looking like is, you know, is Ace of Swords is being led by the truth. The truth comes out about his actions and things that are done in secret. This is going to lead him into new ways of moving, new actions, because he's got to preserve his money to keep from going broke. And this is attached to some decisions that were made that had to do with him and lovers. So, interesting. Said, yes, Big D energy, truth coming out, will be left out in the cold. Yes, left out in the cold financially. Left out in the cold as far as business associations. Boy, 2024 is putting everybody out in the middle of the street. Hermit, strength. So if anything comes out with him, if we're looking at a time period, this can be between Leo to Virgo season. And being that the truth is falling over the Hermit, this is why he's going into seclusion. Yeah, Four of Cups falls under the King of Wands. This is an unrequited situation attached to, you know, his playboy ways. And this is him moving on towards victory, or trying to move on towards a safer place for him to dwell. But the things that he's done in secret, the High Priestess falls over the Tower. Now, why can't these people just make money and just chill? You got a life that's better than most. You're afforded and allotted things that other people don't have. And see, not only is this a tower, y'all, this is a tower. Look at this. It's like a tornado touches down on top of this tower. So that means if anything comes to light, it's going to come through and it's going to take everything he's got, and that's going to be it. Yep. Page of Wands over Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is someone that is hypersexual, here for the short time, not the long time. Falling under Page. Pages are young people. And I mean young. Now, I'm going to say allegedly, but the Knights are like late teens to middle 20s. Pages are youth. Pages would definitely be like 17 and under. Said, Diplo being in Jamaica right now tipped me off after hearing that he had a TikToker living with him as a teen. Baby, what I just say? Page is a youth. This is under 17. Back in 2020. Yep, so there's your confirmation, the pages. Damn it, here's another page. Page falling under the Ace of Pentacles. This is, you want to apologize allegedly for something that has to do with another page. And possibly could have paid someone, allegedly, a large amount of money to keep certain things under wraps. Five of Pentacles falls right here with the Ten of Swords. It'd be the ultimate betrayal as far as he's concerned, to lose everything that he's got. And he ends up with the weight of the world on his shoulders. Ten of Wands. So, as far as I'm concerned, somebody light the bonfire so they can see their way clearly all the way to the gates of hell. That's just, whoo, sheesh. I want to say, like, what in the world could possess you to want to be with children, but it goes back to control. Those types of people like having control, and they can't have full control over somebody that is in their full mental capacity. Yes, so it can be more than one person underage. Yes, you got 2 pages that came out, and I just did a quick pull. Now, if I went further, I'm pretty sure it would have been possibly, allegedly, more than that, because you have 4 pages to a deck. Let me clarify. I'll use oracles to clarify. What's the tea? Moving on. Thank you. Next. Okay, this is him moving on, getting out of the way. Oh, there's evidence. Screenshots. Fake flexing and screenshots. So he may have made it seem like he was working with someone, or they were interning for him. But somebody has screenshots, like conversations that were had. Texts. Oh, yeah. Of an offer. Marrying for money. Now, marrying doesn't necessarily mean that someone is getting married, but it does mean that there is a contract, negotiation, and agreement for money. I just saw that Ace of Pentacles over a Page of Cups. There is a possible agreement that he had with someone that is attached for money. Possibly could have offered someone a place to stay that had no place to stay in exchange for money. Can you tap into the energy of what Nikki thinks about Henny's tour? I don't know what y'all want me to show y'all. I ain't got cards of just people just laughing. Uh-oh. Hold on. Thief card, rob, lost, theft, physical or emotional. See, theft is not just stealing money. This is, for me, this feels like you robbed someone allegedly of their innocence in exchange for money. Yeah, so that they will be quiet, to move in silence. But somebody got some screenshots somewhere. Somebody got proof of some type of alleged indecent proposal. Let's see. I'm trying to think, what was the last thing y'all asked about? Make sure I'm not forgetting. Oh, the Emilio Cucci. There we go. What deck do I want to use for Emilio Cucci? He's a colorful figure. Please come home. I am at home. I don't know where you at. You got beans and bologna. Don't invite me no damn where. You sound gassy. Okay. Alrighty, tap in on Megan's ex-cameraman, Emilio Cucci. Let's see, update on the energy. How's things moving with Emilio Cucci and this lawsuit? Okay, so there's anxiety here attached to some kind of communication, and it feels like it was brief. It was a light communication. What I'm picking up is he may be feeling some type of way because of people seeing him at Nicki's concert. Let's go a little further and see. Okay, that's who I'm tapping into now, sweetie. Megan's cameraman, Emilio Cucci, King of Swords. So from the Nine of Swords to the King of Swords, it's like he's nervous, but I'm seeing that he's being honest and he's telling the truth about their collaboration and how they worked together, the contract that they had. Page of Cups to the Six of Pentacles. So there may be a conversation that's being had about possible alleged settlement. Yeah, somebody wants to come forward and communicate with him. Four of Pentacles to the Two of Cups, the High Priestess, and Temperance. Y'all, they playing dirty. Like, they're really trying to dig into his life with the people that he communicates with, the people that he may possibly deal with behind the scenes. I don't think this would be best for them if they were to try to smear him like some of the other people that they have done allegedly, because this would show that Cop Nation has a history of doing things like that. Yeah, so we've got the Ten of Swords here that just popped out, which is a betrayal that is attached to slowing down his money. Said, Lord, not Natalie Nunn, saying that any alcohol drink is going to get you effed up. She said that she got her and Glow twisted, which I thought was kind of crazy that Natalie would say that publicly, knowing that Glow got a case, but yep, King of Pentacles. So I do see him still coming out on top when it's all said and done. They want to intimidate him and run him off. But if he sticks to this, not only are they going to have to pay him for what he's owed, they're going to have to pay him for punitive damages, incurred interest, and his legal fees. So I feel like he needs to stick with it. Said plus he filed her and has, oh yeah, he filmed her. That's what that was. He filmed her and has pictures. They don't know what he has or what he has recorded. I absolutely agree. When I did the Emilio Cucci reading, that was the first thing that I picked up on. Like, he knows too much about her, and it wouldn't be wise for them to play with him like that, because her image just cannot take another blow right now, especially while she's doing this tour. And right now he's also, if this goes to court and they are to question him about the culture of the company or the culture of the employer that he worked for, and that goes on the record, it will look very bad for her if he says anything worse than what he's already said right now while Tory's case is being reviewed. So I think the best thing that they should do is make him an offer, have him sign an NDA, and be done with this. If they want to be foolish enough to take this to court and put it on the record, it's not going to do anything but ruin the longevity of Megan's career, and it's going to affect her branding. So can you tap into Trey Songz and the assault allegations? I mean, how far back you want to go? You had them for a very long time. Who praying for Steve Harvey? Not on this damn channel. Let me help you on your way out the door. Come over here with that foolishness. Not with the stuff I've seen. Right, talking about some pray for Steve Harvey. You might need to go over to TD Jakes for that prayer. You ain't gonna get that one over here. You ain't gonna waste my prayers. Baby, some of these bots ain't bots. That's the funny part. Some of these bots ain't bots. And it's hilarious because they don't realize I'm a medium. So the more that they, come in the chat and harass me, the more I pick up on their energy. Silly. Say, can we tap into Drake with the dog situation? I don't know why y'all want me to tap into that. I don't want to touch that. That's gross. It's just some things I don't want to do. Point blank, period. That's foul. The energy that I see around that man, I've been telling y'all for the longest, these people are into dubious sexuality. Take my word at that. Dubious sexuality. It is not gay. It is not straight. They are off into things, okay, that you could not even talk about with porn stars. Yeah, I'm not digging off into that. And besides, that's not a subject that I could talk about and possibly not get this video strike because of the nature of that subject. So that one I ain't gonna touch. But I will do the Trey Songz one. No, baby, don't worry about it. There's no apologies necessary. It's just that's so far down in the swamps and the gutters that I know I can't explain it to you without getting a strike. And if I get a strike, it make it harder for me to come back and tap into other stuff. Sheesh. Just know these people foul. A lot of them are foul. Just like I told y'all a couple lives ago, some of these folks wear the nicest of designer clothes and they stink. You'd be surprised how a lot of these people in the industry really live. I mean, hands down, you'd be surprised. Let's see, what deck am I going to use for Trey Songz? I don't want that one. Let's see. Said I'm out of the loop. What did Steve Harvey do? Nothing decent recently. Yeah, say gotta be careful what you let into your mental. It's not about what you let into your mental, y'all. I'm a seer. Okay, so I don't, it's not that I need these. I really see. And when I tell y'all, if y'all just knew how despicable it can get with this industry stuff, a lot of these people that y'all follow, you would not align yourself with them. I promise you, you wouldn't. If you knew the kind of stuff they got off into, you would not listen to their music. You would not watch their movies. It is some very sick, disgusting things that go on. Um, just think about the girls that go to Dubai and worse. And see, you're going to have more and more people who had the chance to be celebrities come forward and tell you why they weren't, or why they chose not to, or why they didn't go as far as they didn't, because they didn't, get on their knees and, you know, you're gonna start getting a lot of those stories, because those gatekeepers, unfortunately, that's how they let a lot of people in, because they feel like if they can get you on your knees, they can get you to do anything. And then that's just the beginning. That's literally just the beginning. Yes, it just use discernment, the info you already know. Meg sleeping with Trey Songz, but coming for Nicki's husband. We're gonna say allegedly. Now let's kick it and see what's going on with the Trey Songz energy. It said, and that's exactly why I don't watch movies or TV or listen to their music. I mean, even with whatever you decide to listen to, once you get your vibration elevated to a certain level, spiritually you're protected from a lot of the stuff that you see, because you recognize the spiritual energy behind it, so you know how to block certain energies to protect yourself. But just think about taking in all this stuff and you don't realize what you're taking in, and then it starts to shape and affect your life, because it manifests in your life and your behavior. And the look at the culture right now. 10, 15 years ago, we would not be seeing half of the stuff we're seeing right now. Look at how comfortable these people are. There's not much they hiding anymore. I'm doing good. How are you? All right, tap me into the energy around Trey Songz and these allegations. Oh, wow. The first thing that my spirit guide said was Keke Palmer. Angel, check your email when you can. I just sent you. Thank you. I saw I just got an email. I'm going to flip through that Sean Kelly paperwork tonight. I greatly appreciate you. So what is this that came out face down? Okay, so strength and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, something is attached to how he's holding his finances together. Two of Pentacles, the bottom of the deck. He's juggling somehow, some way with his finances. What is this? The Hermit and the Seven of Swords. Hermit of the Seven of Swords is some very manipulative, sneaky energy that's involved with ostracizing someone, segregating someone even. Now, remember at the beginning I told y'all that they were telling me Keke Palmer? Okay, so Hermit. Remember, she was in the closet, guys. She went into the closet to get away from him. Hey, Jordan, right? They're tapping into what happened to Keke Palmer. So Keke said that Trey was, we'll say, carnally harassing her at an award show or something, and she had to run because he was chasing her. I know there was an incident between him where they were shooting a music video and he kept according to her, she said that he kept trying to push himself up on her to the point that she felt so uncomfortable she locked herself in the closet. So I think this is hinting on that, because the hermit is someone that goes into seclusion over some kind of underhanded activity. So we should all be able to figure out the ones who have went through those doors and the ones who have, based on their level of success. Believe it or not, you'd be surprised. Some of them that didn't make it that far still went through those same doors, and that's even more humiliating. Now imagine doing the most disgraceful things you could ever do and still not making it because somebody decided to pigeonhole you. So yes, I think that's what I'm referring to. I might be mixed up. Sweetie, listen, charge it to the game, because this man got multiple accusations against him. So it could have been somebody who was chased around the award show. He yeah, 8 of Wands. This happened very swiftly. Ace of Swords, the card of truth. 9 of Swords, deep anxiety about the Ace of Swords, the card of truth. Queen of Cups. So I don't know what Kiki's sign is, but Queen of Cups goes with intuition. She followed her intuition. And it's saying that it was like a celebration that went wrong. 4 of Cups, unrequited offer. And this even affected her money, which was a Tower. So no wonder Nikki don't hang around him no more and never did another collab. Yeah. Kiki's an August Virgo. Thank you. The Hermit. Thank you for that. The Hermit is a Virgo. This is her coming out in her own reading under her sign. So this is her, you know, segregating herself, and this is her, the Virgo. Thank you very much. Said, I think they all went through some door, but once they had to go to the next step, to level up, some of them tapped out. Some of them burnt out. Everybody didn't go through certain doors, but the ones who didn't, they make it very hard for them to prosper. That's why Cat Williams is an anomaly, because he's really something, according to them, that wasn't supposed to happen. Cat was smart. He took his own money and he invested in himself, and he did the smaller shows and built up his audience. So it's like, how can you tear down something you didn't build? Yeah, 9 of Swords. This is heavy anxiety, falling under the strength. So it's real disturbing, because it's like everything was good until it wasn't. And then it was like out of nowhere, she had to lay this situation to rest. It feels like, you know, flipping a switch. Like, literally, like, you good, you cool, and oh, shoot, let me get out of here. Said Cat is a Virgo too? Well, that explains why he's stubborn and he do stuff his way. I rocks with Cat. 6 of Cups. So they may have been willing to work together in the past, because the 6 of Cups represents the past, Wheel of Fortune, and this led to heartbreak. So, you know, she was kicking it with him, thinking that they were friendly, they were going to work together, this was going to be something that was going to be profitable, and she ended up getting caught up in a trick bag, allegedly going to work with him. Yeah, and here it is, the Hermit, 4 of Swords. She had to lay this relationship to the rest over this Seven of Swords, this very sneaky, manipulative, conniving energy. Yeah. Remember I told y'all everything was good until it wasn't? Okay? Eight of Wands over the Three of Swords. This came out of nowhere. She did not expect this to happen. The angel, I'm watching. I'm not chatting much. I'm down with the fever. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, Seven of Swords. So this is saying that she was telling the truth. Ace of Swords over the Seven of Swords. She was telling the truth about this sneaky, crazy energy that happened. And King of Wands represents someone taking action, and this is also someone that is hypersexual. So I would stay far away from him if it comes down to, you know, being a groupie, working with him, period. Like, this is someone, literally, the snap of a finger, he could, you know, go off the deep end. Yeah, she definitely felt violated. This is a girl who went and hid in the closet. And, you know, she's not new to Hollywood. So imagine someone who's seasoned, who's, you know, actually her career is longer than his. And she felt she had to go hide in the closet until she could get some help. What in the world was he doing that she locked herself in the closet to call for help? And y'all remember, people didn't want to believe her. They thought she was crazy. And then a few years after that, these accusations started rolling in. So there's even people on X saying that they had a physical fight with him. Oh, wow, off because he was getting too touchy, and how this man is going to got away with some of this stuff is beyond me. Well, when you making money for the machine, they will find a way to push you through until they no longer need you. Said he has no respect for women. I want to say this in the best way I could possibly say it, but there's no way around this. Allegedly, okay, we're going to preface this with allegedly. Allegedly, when you have men that are closeted, okay, there's a group of them that can be very, very mean and surly towards women because they can't be open and comfortable with who they are and what they do. So y'all take that and do with it what you will. Says Henny's video of talking about how she beat up her boyfriend on Tory's balcony is going viral. Good. It need to be shared 75 times by each person who shares it, because that needs to be seen by the defense, and it needs to be seen by the AG. It needs to be seen by the judge, because she did a whole lot of giggling on that video. That's crazy, because when I first saw it, I didn't even know that she was on Tory's balcony. But she did two videos from his balcony. She did one where she talked about how she got arrested, and then she came back with that second one where she had her hair pent up and she had that sucker, and she was pretending like she was smoking a cigarette with the sucker. And it just seemed like it was comical to her. It didn't, you know, appear to her as if it was a serious matter that she abused her boyfriend. Look how that came full circle. You literally sat on this man's balcony and joked about beating this man up and going to jail, just to turn around and he goes to jail months later. Just crazy. Yes, the one in the yellow jacket. Absolutely right. Because I thought that was weird that she had that sucker, and she was like, it was a cigarette, and I'm like, what? Why is this, you know, a joke to her? Like, I don't think it's funny to joke about, you know, going to jail for beating up your boyfriend. Like, not when, the rumors are that you have been physical with him multiple times, and that's the time that you got caught and went to jail. And then it's alleged that you have, because according to him, before, everything popped off between the both of them, allegedly, she pulled a pow pow on him, and that she had been aggressive with him multiple times. So, said Star Random, and I don't think there's any drama with him, but what, let's see, what be going on with Nick Cannon and his 33 kids? Um, I can't even take that man serious. I really can't. I, I find it strange that so many people let him pollinate their uterus, because if he's not using protection with anybody, and he's talking about how he dealt with all these different women and they don't smell good down there, it's like you the common denominator. Sound like you're throwing off everybody pH. Said, yeah, that freestyle that she's bragging about having heat in her purse. Yes, absolutely. I'm actually glad that they pushed the AG pushed this decision back, because they may be, allegedly looking at this information and reviewing all of this. And she's, hella comfortable like this is all over. Didn't I tell y'all she got to be careful with what she say after the Bigfoot song comes out, because she was going to say something that was going to incriminate her? She's been doing it almost every week, ever since the Grammys. Let's say him and Drake were allegedly a thing. Trey was sent to what? To break Drake in. Um, I don't know how true that is, because Drake is someone who may have been into extracurricular things long before he met Trey. Yeah, I got to remember he was an actor in Canada on a hit show long before he ever came into the Americas. Well, this part of North America, rather. And for everyone who is from like Michigan and just in the broadcasting signal area that can get um, the Canadian Broadcasting Network, we were able to watch Degrassi, and it was a rumor that was floating around up here for a very long time that he was removed from Degrassi for being um, inappropriate with one of the female castmates. So I was just told recently that they had a reunion for the show, and he was the only one that was not present. So, like I said, rumor allegedly, but everybody up here heard that rumor and is very well aware of it. And that happened long before he came down here to do music. Well, that rumor was circulating long before he came down here to do music. Said Megan barely got money in her purse. Listen, all these lawsuits, she definitely got paperwork in her purse, all these damn lawsuits. Said cancer season begins in 28 days. I told y'all to start expecting things to go downhill by cancer season. That's why I give y'all timetables. Said Drake was probably being touchy with the actress who was playing on his on-screen girlfriend. Taryn, we're gonna say touchy is a good way to describe it, but let's say the rumor was he was forcefully touchy. And you can ask anybody up here who has public access television who was able to watch Canadian broadcasting. We heard about that a very long time ago. We're talking about early 2000s, before he came down here and was doing the Sprite freestyles and all of that. So you're right about that. So it makes even more sense about him and Trey. Yeah. And see, it's crazy because some people don't feel comfortable enough to live in whatever their truth is and to like what they like. And because they don't feel comfortable, they make life hell for everybody else. Now, the real question is, if there was some breaking in, allegedly, who broke in Trey? Said, geez, I don't know how he even had the confidence to be touchy with a woman when he didn't even have his nose job yet. He looked crazy. I keep telling y'all that he doesn't have the mindset of, our experience. And it's not just the black experience, but we're talking about the American experience. So he's out of touch with everything that's over here. He grew up as a little Jewish boy raised by a Jewish mother in a very, nice neighborhood. His mother was a business owner. When he tried to make it seem like, oh, well, we struggled and we went through this and we went through that, their struggle was, oh, I was busy. I didn't get a chance to go shopping and get your favorite Twinkies. Like, he don't know nothing about, public assistance and, we don't know how we gonna pay the bills. He never went through that. His mother did fairly well. Hey, circumstances never matter. Hey, life lessons. Troy Taylor allegedly. Oops. Yeah, y'all. I'm telling you. For those of y'all who never got to watch, I'm trying to think the shows that were popular during that time. It was Are You Being Served, Chef, Degrassi, Kids. Was it Kids in the Hall? I think those are like the 4 top popular Canadian shows that I remember during like the late 90s going into the early 2000s. Yes, he was on Degrassi. Absolutely. Can we tap into Tory's wife, how he feels about Megan and what she did to Tory? Okay, that's a general question. I'll do that. Yes, Kids in the Hall. Said you love Kids in the Hall. Said I didn't get to watch Degrassi often. He was on the second generation of Degrassi. He wasn't on the original cast. He was on um, like the last generation of Degrassi. But they said that rumor allegedly was supposed to explain why they allowed his character to get pow-powed and put in a wheelchair, and then he became Wheelchair Jimmy. And then they wrote him off the show, and that was his last season. Said that allegedly happened with him and his mother, but it was a tuna salad sandwich. See what I mean about his struggle? I seen him complaining about the tuna salad and mocking his mom. Said it's funny you doing that. You bring that up because it's an old video where he was having a temper tantrum over Sandy not bringing him a certain type of sandwich. Yes, that was the tuna sandwich that she was just talking about. Said Biggie needs to be exposed for abusing Little Kim, not just Diddy. Lil Kim did go through it. She went through the ringer. Kim had it bad from her father all the way out. Like, people forget that Kim's father put her out with, pretty much the clothes on her back at 13. So she had it hard. Let's see. Tory's wife. Okay, just wanted to make sure I was keeping up. Said, I bet you maybe Drake's mom don't even care about the allegations or take them serious. She loves her son. Oh, no, baby. She cares about those allegations. If anything, his mom is stressing her completely out. Remember when him and Rick Ross was going back and forth, he showed the text messages of his mom. She was upset. Like, what's going on with you and Rick? said the fact that he couldn't talk about Kendrick being a Hebrew Israelite says a lot. He doesn't have that range or experience. Well, not just he doesn't have that range or experience, you got to also realize his mother is Jewish. So there's a conflict between talking about an Israelite and the Jewish, because you got to get off into who is the real Jew. So he's not going to have that conversation, because then that would go back to the Hebrews were before the Akhenazi Jews, who assimilated by joining a religion later. So he ain't about to have that conversation. For one, he doesn't have the mental capacity to go back and forth with Kendrick on that. And for two, the last thing he wants to say is that him being Jewish doesn't line up with him being the first of Judah, because that would be the Hebrew. So he's interesting enough, though. If he wanted to, he could say that, hey, my father is black, so chances are I am a Hebrew and I am Jewish. But I don't think his brain wraps around that. Tory's wife, what deck am I going to use? How does she feel about Henny? Yeah, I'll definitely do this one. I'm not going to go into anything in depth with this family out of respect to Tory, but this one I can do. Okay, show me the energy around how Tory's wife feels about Henny and what's happened with her husband. Page of Swords. Okay, so it's like she's watching intensely. Three of Coins. So what I'm seeing, Three of Coins to the star at the bottom of the deck. She's keeping her eye on her to see who she's collaborating with, see who's backing her up, because the star is also the Aquarius. But, you know, Lord have mercy. This wraps it up with a bow right here, y'all, if y'all want to know how she feel about her. Look at this. The devil. Y'all see that? The devil is a serpent. What is Henny using right now for her marketing? King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So she feels very deeply about this situation, but she's very cool, calm, and collected, keeping her composure together, but for the public. But baby, she ain't got it to give for this person. She sees her as completely toxic. She sees her as devilish. Okay? First of all, if you think we playing with the devil, sweetheart, why are you here? Let's help you find your way back down the yellow brick road. Get you right up out of here. Yep, the boa. And not only the boa, look at the boa is on fire. This is a flaming serpent. Got the Ace of Coins here falling out at the devil. That's somebody that is compulsive, someone who will do anything for the money. Yeah, she feels like she sold him out for the money. Because this is strength, which is the Leo, which represents him. And as you can see, you see this woman who is protecting the Leo right here, who's been attacked from the gator. So she's very protective of him and his energy. And you got the sun. So she knows that things are going to be illuminated, which is going to bring happier times, and it's going to cause people to separate and walk away from the serpent. Yeah, this is a wish fulfillment. She's waiting for things to go ahead and balance out so that they can leave this toxic situation behind and move forward. I can't imagine how stressful this is for her. You got the Star and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So she knows that once it's all said and done and everything comes out, she's going to be ostracized. Hey, Princess Pool. Hope you're having a blessed evening as well. Yep, Seven of Swords falling under the Three of Pentacles. So this is telling me that she feels that she was very sneaky and she collaborated against him with outside parties. Three of Swords. So she feels like, now remember, look at this woman's haircut, y'all. You see how the bangs are cut on the side? I'm glad I grabbed this deck. This is falling under the Devil. She feels like she brought heartbreak into her life, and it's all attached to work. She sold her out. She sold him out allegedly for the money to level up, for the dream, for the job. So, hey, Avid Chatter. You said why I thought today was Tuesday. Because this week been strange. Yeah. So, yeah, his wife sees her as the serpent she is. Nice to see you, Avid Chatter. So, I ain't going to make this one, this live too long. Oh, yeah, check out Tisa Tales, because Tiffany Red went live with Tisa Tales to interview with her about some of the accusations that were made against the Diddler, and she wanted to confirm that the person that he hung over the balcony was a woman, not Wale. Said, can you please look at my last comment? Hold on. Said Mike Tyson is my favorite boxer. I'm going to his fight in July. How does he feel about Diddy's DV, especially with his marriage to Robin Givens was toxic? He don't like him for a cornucopia of reasons. First and foremost, the energy that I'm pulling psychically is that he never messed with him after the whole Tupac, situation, and then followed up with Biggie. He never trusted him after that. It's like, people behind the scenes know what they know, but until you can prove it, what can you do? Shaka Khan's daughter said that he got her brother jumped. Yes, I saw that. What she said that I read was he got in Shaka's face, was yelling at her like a maniac. The brother came over to separate him from his mother, to protect his mother. And when he tried to protect his mother, he got his security to jump him. And at the time, Her brother was only 19 years old. So that ain't what you know is what you can prove. Absolutely. Absolutely. Said Mike hasn't liked Diddy since Arsenio Hall was on TV. Diddy tried to rub Mike's thigh on national TV. I remember that, avid chatter. You know, some folks haven't seen Arsenio Hall, but for us, yeah, Arsenio was the most lit nighttime television show, period. Like when it came to late night TV hosts, Arsenio was he was that man. He was like the alternative show. Like I remember seeing Sir Mix-a-Lot, the Two Live Crew, like the people you never thought would be on nighttime entertainment. He had them, and he allowed people to open up and say things on the show that they normally wouldn't have been able to say on other shows, which is why I think they took his show from him, because he was allowing people in Hollywood the chance to speak freely. And then once he brought Farrakhan on his show, that pretty much was when they started wrapping it up. It was like you getting a little too political if you letting Farrakhan on here. So I said, do you think the actress Drake was being touchy with will eventually speak out? Could that be a nail in the coffin for him? Shoot, he got so many of them. This is sad. Um, I don't know if she will speak out because there was something that happened behind the scenes where they came to an agreement, and that agreement got him put off the show. They wrote him out the show. So he could no longer act in Canada due to that, and that's what brought him to America. And that's when he started rapping. He changed his name because back then he went by Aubrey Graham. When he came to America, he dropped the Aubrey Graham and he just went by Drake. And that way he completely severed ties to the old brand, and he came to the United States pretty much like under a new identity, because the majority of the United States don't watch Canadian television. So everybody didn't see Degrassi, and that rumor hadn't made it through the rest of the United States. It was more so in the northern states where people watch Degrassi on a regular basis. So why hasn't Mary J. Blige spoke out yet? Well, let's tap into it. Now my neighbor's dogs want to act a fool. Mary, why are you so quiet? I mean, y'all gotta think. Mary was like his ace, and he let her, you know, kind of wither away. It was 50 that gave her a second chance at, you know, having a career. So what'd that say? Think about what kind of conversations Mary and 50 might have had off the record. Said, wasn't Mary flying out a 15-year-old boy? She got to worry about that. People have been talking about that. The 15-year-old boy in question that you're talking about was an artist for Death Row by the name of Danny Boy, who is now an adult, but I am very familiar with that story. And according to him and a few other people, they had a long-term ongoing thing. So how does Mike feel about the man he's boxing bringing up his daughter that has passed? I would say don't play with Mike like that. They forget that just because Mike is older, that Mike has generational strength. It's like messing with that you know, what the hell? Y'all, something just, I don't know what that was outside. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, it's like people forget that just because Mike is older. Thank you. I know, listen, I'm glad somebody else heard it. Like the hell was that? Yeah, Mike is still cock strong. He's been training since he was like 12, 13 years old. That's not somebody you play with. And then to mention someone's, child that's deceased, that's a very bad decision. So if he knocked that man to sleep in the first, round, I would not be surprised, because he was good for it when we used to have pay-per-view fights. And everybody be mad because they spend all that money for those pay-per-view fights, and the fight be over before the second round. Said, I really think Mike won't cave their face in with the one punch. You'd be surprised. He still got it. Now, is he going to drag it out a little for entertainment purposes? Probably so. But I wouldn't play with Mike like that. So let's tap into Mary. Why is Mary quiet? Said, I am Arab. We love you. Oh, why, thank you, Habibi. King of Wands and the Emperor. So Emperor being a controlling person, King of Wands once again being someone highly sexual. So I feel like she is very well aware of certain things that are going on with him. Yeah, so that was a bang. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all heard it that clear. I'm like, the hell was that? It was over by my neighbor's house next door, but still, that was close enough. Know what the hell that was. All I know is I don't need to be a witness. So this is why she hasn't said anything. The King of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. This is someone who has control over opportunities and how she makes money. And she would be in a huge disservice, heavy regret, remorse, down and out. And that's how, her mouth was kept shut all this time. He was controlling a lot of her opportunities. Could turn on or turn off the bag. So the King of Wands has been up in these readings all night. Yeah, it sure has. Said Tupac probably laughed. The Diddy downfall is about time. Well, if you look at the gematria of it, Tupac died, 27 years ago. 2 + 7 is 9, which is the number of completion. After 9, you start a new cycle. Diddy is 54 years old. You add that up, 5 + 4, which is 9, which is, the end of a cycle. So they're deactivating him in the energy of 9. Also, Jay-Z is 54. So he possibly is being deactivated in the energy of 9. So before the year is out, there are going to be some hard-hitting allegations. By next year, he's going to have some legal woes. But I told y'all he had less than a 2-year window. Page of Cups, High Priestess, 5 of Pentacles. So Page of Cups to the High Priestess is letting me know that there is a very heavy apologetic energy around things that were done in secret. But she ended up in a position where she was robbing Peter to pay Paul. So once again, she had to keep her mouth shut so that she could find a way to rebuild her career. And it's sad that he didn't offer her any more opportunities, being that she was hiding, skeleton keys for him. And then look at that, 50 gave her a new lease at life, gave her a new career through acting, which also allowed her to get back out and perform again because it gave people a new interest in her. Puffy was going to let her career dry up after she done sat here and kept her mouth closed for him. Sis. Oh, y'all talking back and forth with each other. That's messed up. You was gonna let her go broke, let her career end, and all this whole time she stayed quiet so that she could eat. So we don't say her name because all the bots get to jumping. But is Joanne going to go down with Jay-Z or play the confused innocent wife? Life lessons. One is going to be judged by the people. The other one is going to be judged by God. I leave it like that. Said being loyal to the wrong people will cost you every time. I totally agree. Said we should be asking about Little Kim. I wonder how she feels and if she thinks Diddy unalive big. Ooh. That's going to be a heavy one. I'm going to make that one my last one. Ooh, shoot. Y'all see what's crazy, though? Every time I switch the deck, when it come back to the Diddler, that King of Wands and the Ace of Wands keep flying back out. Let's see. What's a deck to use for Kim? Let's see. I haven't used these yet. Alrighty. Tap me into the energy around how Kim feels about what happened to Diddy. Does she feel that Diddy had anything to do with Big being unalived? First card out, the Tower. So the Tower to her Four of Wands. Wow. Seven of Pentacles. The Tower to Seven of Pentacles. This is interesting because when I did the Gene Deal reading, the Seven of Pentacles came out and it was attached to sowing a seed or investing in allegedly paying for something to happen to someone. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Whoo! So auntie, cleanse yourself with the biggie question. Yeah, I never used these before. I got these on Etsy from Unseen Tarot from her shop. I'm about to cleanse my house anyway. All the booms and whatnot going on outside. Like, what the hell is that? The Devil. The King of Wands. The King of Wands represents action. Y'all, these you see how the King of Wands keeps popping up when we get back to the Diddler? This a whole nother deck. It's like, what, 4 decks later? High Priestess. The secrets attached to what actually happened are attached to this King of Wands that is in this devil energy. Now, let's remember this man called himself Brother Love, right? You see this broken heart? This shattered heart? Said, will Yo Gotti be guilty of Dolph? Baby, it's that whole situation got a whole war popping off down there in Memphis. Memphis is gonna be real interesting over the summer, and the only one that I feel out of that whole situation, even though she had nothing to do with that, that needs to be careful, unfortunately, is Glow, because she's attached to some real offbeat energy out of that area. Yep, Ten of Swords. That's the ultimate betrayal. Wow. And there it is, the High Priestess. The High Priestess holds all the secrets. So it's definitely, if you are not directly a part of it, you know exactly what happened, and I don't trust you. Does Kim regret still messing with Biggie after he married Faith? No. You got to realize Kim, you know, what she considers to be love was a bit distorted because she came up real hard. So I can only imagine the things he's done behind closed doors in the hotels with them freak-offs. And shoot, the houses. Imagine what the government got with all those videos. And they're saying that he may have allegedly married, what's the girl named Dana Tran, the last daughter's mom, which if he did, it's probably to keep her from testifying against him because she works in cybersecurity, and if anybody has altered those videos, it would have been her, allegedly. So Queen of Wands under the Tower. I always got that there was a female that was attached to what happened to Big, and it wasn't Kim. And this was a high-profile woman. Page of Cups. There's a woman that Big was dealing with that was reporting back to the diddler. King of Pentacles under the Devil. So King of Pentacles under the Devil is someone who came up, someone who leveled up out of shiesty means. The Magician under the King of Wands. That's someone whose actions manifested things through manipulation. The Chariot falls under the Ten of Swords. That's a betrayal, being pushed forward, moved forward. Also, a betrayal that happened in a vehicle. And we do know that Big was ambushed while he was in a vehicle. Avid chatter, that's a very interesting thing. Yes, a Cancer is always loyal to the wrong people, unfortunately. Cashmere, you might be on to something. All right, let's go with the CB name. I couldn't make this up if I tried. Y'all see this? The initial CB. This was the pull I got. And this falls under the Hierophant, which is the person who holds the secrets that are attached to his death. I didn't know she was there that night, but I got the high priestess in death. So the answers lie with her. I'm going to tap out of that before I go a little further. These men got to be real careful about who they lay up with, because you lay up with the wrong one and you'll be laid up for good. So Jaguar Wright said that too. She said that it was a woman who took Big out and that she was going to expose her. Well, that woman in particular, she got into some deep stuff here in my city and had to get the hell up out of here because she was messing with some real steppers. I say that. And she had to leave from up out of here. Turn state property on them. So I'm going to cut this one a little short tonight, y'all, so I can get some rest because I got readings to do in the morning. And I got a little content that I'm going to knock out. But the way these folks are acting in Hollywood, Lord knows I will be doing a pop-up. I will be back. So much love to all of y'all. What you say down here, Cass? Said I thought about, I'll say that person's name while listening to your Gene Deal reading. Cass, it's someone in that, job description. But I'll talk to you in the DMs. It was a reason why I didn't name that person, because it was like my spirit guys were screaming it at me. I'm like, I'm not saying that name out loud. But if I was to say it, it would totally make sense, because that person was pictured with someone that was very pivotal that evening. Yeah, usually who is close to you. And that's crazy. Wasn't that song with the firm? Would you say you got to watch them niggas that be close to you and make sure they do what they supposed to do? Yeah. Is that Gail King reading up? I need a good laugh. I believe it just went up while we were here on the live. So I kept it light on the ratchet, but it more so tapped into her feelings around the reading and, the interview. I said that in the reading, like, is Gail doing readings? But no, it's like her energy in the interview and what she thought as the interview transpired. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And if somebody don't break records for acting a fool, then it'll take me a minute to come back and do a live. If not, y'all, I'm going to do a pop-up. All of y'all be blessed. I'll talk to y'all soon. Good night, everybody. I say I love when you pull a song that match. Baby, I'm a human jukebox. There's one thing I know is music. Said the lead singer of that band. They say, hey, soul sister, Train. Said he just passed away, slipped in the shower. Dang, that's messed up. And that is weird. Well, 3 to 12, I'm about to get out of here. I'm out of here early tonight. I got to get my rest. But good night to y'all. Much love to you and many blessings to everyone.